I'm Ted Trower from ASC Orthotics and Prosthetics, and this is today's Medical Miracle. Today I want to talk about the microprocessor knees for use in above-the-knee amputations. In 1997, Ottobock introduced the first commercially available microprocessor knee, which was this unit here, the C-leg. There are now quite a number of other units that are out there. This still remains one of the very most popular and very successful. It's not, in that sense, a brand new product, a brand new innovation in the field of prosthetics. The thing that I see about it that I feel makes it appropriate for this series is that it, in that short period, has really become the standard of practice. This is what should be used for most amputees who are active and moving around freely in a variety of environments. The microprocessor-controlled knees provide a level of safety, security, stability, and smoothness of gait that is not matched by any of the mechanical knee units. And in that, it really has become the dominant means of fitting a prosthesis to the above-knee amputee. By far the most preferable system in the marketplace today. We do have a gentleman with us today who is going to walk and demonstrate his experience with the C-leg. The C-leg he's wearing today is actually the second knee unit he has. He did wear one out. They have a lifespan under Medicare rules of 5 years. The warranty on them extends for 3. Mr. Bud Terry is with us today and will be showing his ambulation in the prosthesis. He was wearing a mechanical knee unit prior to receiving the C-leg and was having significant difficulties with frequent falling. Placing him in the microprocessor-controlled knee allowed him to have security and stability so that he could stand and walk without the unexpected stumbling and falling. Falling doesn't seem like a big problem, but the risk of injury is quite significant. And actually, the number of people that die in simple falls in this country is a remarkably large number. Eliminating that risk from the life of an amputee is a huge, huge improvement in the quality of life. And the confidence it can give them to tackle uneven terrain and a wider variety of activities is just something that can't even be accounted for. The primary innovation of the microprocessor knee is that it utilizes computer technology to sense what the knee is doing at any given moment in time, whether it's bent, whether it's extending or flexing, whether it's accelerating or decelerating, and how much load is on the foot. Using that combination of information, it can examine the data points and decide whether the individual is walking normally or stumbling. And when it determines that you're stumbling, it's able to stiffen the knee, give you support in order to give you time to catch yourself. There's some other little tweaks in there too. Several of the knees have the option of switching them to an alternate mode where the knee becomes either more flexible or stiffer for engaging in activities such as bicycling or climbing ladders or whatever the functional need might be for that individual. This kind of flexibility in usage and this ability to adapt to the activity of the moment was not as successfully accomplished in the previous mechanical units, which relied on hydraulics or pneumatics or sometimes simply a friction brake. Microprocessor control just gives a flexibility of application over the course of a variety of activities that was not available in the more conventional componentry.
Well, this unit has kept me from falling. I was stumbling and tripping, and I found that when I received this unit that I could literally start to stumble and go down with my weight on the right side where the leg is, and it would lock. It would catch me and keep me from falling and hurting myself. It's almost like having a post under you at some given point. I've been as high as close as about 9-10 inches off the ground and literally have it lock and I'm safe. And then it's just like a ratchet. You just take a couple steps back and it just comes right back up. And in the last year, I've been golfing a lot more. I'm getting around up and down hills. I found that I can go up pretty steep hills and it's almost like having my leg back. So, I mean, it's a gift, and I'm really thankful for that today. Well, this is a wonderful gait that you received from this. It's almost like a normal walk, in and out of different obstacles. You find that you can get through doorways and don't bounce off the doorways, and you can turn in quite easily. One of the other legs that I had, I found that I couldn't turn. I found I had trouble, I would lurch back and forth. But this is so much more stable in walking and turning and whichever way I go. And I find that I can just move and glide. Swinging a golf club it's much more relaxed. So I have people constantly saying that when they find out that I'm amputated, they say that they didn't even realize I was. So it's made life much, much better. And due to the support of the people here at ASC and all the help and the work that they put into this, I have a great life. I can't complain. I'm looking up and moving on.
The microprocessor knees that we've shown today have been largely the C-leg components. There are a number of other components from other manufacturers that have different features that are really quite excellent. In particular, the Össur Rio knee, it's a little larger, a little heavier, but in some ways it's smoother walking. The newest one that's really outstanding is from a company called Freedom Innovations. And the name of that knee is the Pelé. It's much smaller and lighter weight, and it has tremendous water resistance. It's not exactly something you can swim in, but getting caught in a rain shower is not a concern. Some of these other units, particularly the C-leg, some of the circuit boards, are in settings where in the wrong environment, if they get wet, it can fry the electronics, and it's very undesirable. As the technology continues to evolve, we're seeing the second and third generation of these units on the marketplace, and they're becoming much more reliable, much less expensive, and far more usable in a wider variety of settings. I'm Ted Trower from ASC Orthotics and Prosthetics, and that's today's Medical Miracle.